Generic greetings. So previously we put in the 2 dormitories, as you can clearly see they're all sorted. We have a prisoner capacity of 80, which is quite good, but we do need to finish off these 2 here. So that's what we'll be doing in this episode, as well as just generally progressing on. So let's just go to foundations and then building brick. Obviously clicky clicky draggy draggy, and we will make all of these buildings here. I guess I need to put in some sort of doorway into them, so there, and then there, and there. Okay, so as I said, we want to get these 2 dormitories finished off, and then obviously that'll give us a nice bonus in cash because we'll be able to up our intake. Speaking of intake, might as well increase that now. We'll go to intake, and then to, I guess, all available prisoners, and then make sure that we are receiving all of the minsec that we possibly can. Now, I know a couple of people said we should change it to max sec, although I'm not entirely convinced that even now, if you look at our needs, here, there is a lot of needs starting to creep up, especially things like the privacy, and that's only going to steadily increase. Now, obviously, if I have high risk, the chances of them kicking off will be dramatically increased. Yes, I'll get more money, and yes, it might be a bit more violent. I'm not entirely convinced it'll be more interesting, because obviously we won't get anything done, because we'll just be stopping fights, although I do have suppression in effect. So the idea is to get all of these bottom ones done, and then get probably, well, keep going low risk for this one, and then when we progress onto this one, we will then get probably medium risk, or might even get high risk, but we're going to play it by ear and see how it goes. Obviously, we need to do a shakedown tonight as well. Excuse me, still got this horrible cough. And we need to shake this down and make sure that nobody's escaping. Obviously, people have have attempted to escape previously. Actually, someone said we have had an escape. Let's have a go for evaluation. No, we haven't had any escapes. I know someone was released, and they were saying, oh, someone's escaped. No, it wasn't an escape. It was just a prisoner being released, so that's okay. Now, in terms of the dormitory, there's been several comments saying that this is a bit daft, this common room at the bottom. Now, I'm not entirely convinced that's the case, because obviously you've got a privacy need, and the way that is fulfilled is that they have their own separate cells. The way the need is that's the way it's reduced, but the way it goes up and up and up based on them basically being in the same room with other people. Now, because the common room is a separate area, when they go in to use things like the televisions and the pool tables and such, they're not with all of the other prisoners because it's a separate room. So that should slightly help out the privacy need. I don't think it's like any real measurable. I don't think there'll be any measurable difference per se, but you know, we'll just have to assume it's actually working okay. Either way, it seems to be functioning well for now, so we're not going to change it, you know, just because we can. Let me just go for a 4 and then a 4. Is it 4 and 4 or is it 5? It's 4 and 4, and then it's one of them in the middle. That is correct, yes, that's fine. Okay, obviously we need to put some doors on this, because one of the major things is that the dormitory does require it to be sectioned off behind closed doors, I believe it says. Obviously that isn't when it's like that. Let me just force open that door there. Obviously we need to put in some brick walls either side. Might as well speed up to max speed, and then we'll see how it goes. Obviously we need to put in things like electricity and blah blah blah. Yes, in this episode we definitely need to get that and that one done. Both of them done would be ideal. Obviously, we've got 13,000 generic units of currency stroke generic credits, more than enough to get it all sorted, but we do need to make sure we get the electrical supply in, and obviously we need to get the water supply in there as well, so let's just do that. Might as well get that done, because that's actually quite an easy task. There we go, there's that put in. I'll put this one in just a moment. So, we'll let them crack on with that. We'll force open these doors. We might as well. I do want some automatic door openers, but that's a future me problem. Current me is too busy really to bother with that. I really need to get shakedowns done and just increase the overall size of the prison. So I'm doing a full shakedown, see how this one goes. Obviously searching for mainly tunnels. We've had someone try to escape before now. I know there's been several comments saying, how the hell did all of them prisoners manage to get in that one escape tunnel? Well, it was a bit great escapey, that's for sure, but we did stop them. This is good as well. We're finding a lot of contraband. Obviously the idea for this warden is that the amount of contraband that we get some money. There you go, consulting fee, based on the stuff we find, but they get fined for it. So if they don't have any money, they can't be fined. At least that's the way I understand it. But that's why we need things like workshop and such, you know, as fast as possible, because we want people working in different rooms. We want them all working in the kitchen, things like that. In fact, let's just go to our logistics and go to prison labour, make sure that, yes, everybody is assigned to these things. That is fine. Let's just go to our reports and then to our programs, make sure, yeah, kitchen safety and hygiene is on there. No, the program's running. Behavioural therapy, we don't really need. Pharmacological treatment to drug addiction, it would be nice to start that one because we do have, as far as I can tell, a little bit of an issue there. So what I'll do, obviously our infirmary is over here. We need to increase the size of our medical bay. And I guess there we go. That should do it for now. That's just, you know, the more you put in there, the more you can treat. So we can treat for 7 people in one go in one session, which is good, instead of just the one that we currently can do. So anyway, yes, we've searched all of the cell blocks, and obviously found a lot of contraband and stuff. That's pretty cool. What we need to do is get this area up and running, so we'll just go to our dormitory, and we will set up the dormitory. While we're here, we might as well go for the common room as well, which I cannot find. Common room, it's just easier to say common room. There we go. I do appreciate the search function, it is quite useful. There we are, and obviously we need to go to objects, toilets, and we'll put the toilets in. Already done the plumbing, so this should be quite quick, which it is. And then the bunk beds. Now obviously the bunk beds we did change around. There's been a couple of comments saying that I've got the bunk beds in the wrong area and we should have them either closer. Some of them say closer, some of them say further away. Honestly, I don't know what to believe, but I'm going to go with my gut instinct that it seems to be working now, so I'm not really going to worry about it too much. And we're just going to be short, yeah, just shy of what we need there. Not a big problem because we're going to receive 34 prisoners any moment. In fact, we've just got enough money to sort this out anyway, so there we go. Bunk bed, that goes there, and that also, as soon as them bunk beds go in, we'll get us cell block C, which is another 20 grand. So more than enough, really, more than enough. So, shower as well we need to put in, but we'll get that in just a second. There we go. There's a nice amount for the prisoners turning up. That's all good. Let's just go to our shower. We'll go to utilities and small pipe. Run a small pipe all the way down to the bottom there and then back up to the top. Obviously, this is just to fit the shower in. And then once more, job done. And back to objects. And then to shower head. If you scroll... No, I was going to say if you scroll in, you'll actually be able to see out the whole shower. But you can't because it's not actually designated as such. Now it is. We'll put the drains in as well. There we go. And then the shower head, so spinny roundy, and then all the way down, and then all the way up, and then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Damn it, I've just accidentally put another shower head, and then because I cancelled it, it's cancelled the water pipe underneath. There you go. Although technically I don't need that bit. I know I don't need like all of this connector bit, but it's just how it is. And since they only cost $2 a piece, or 2 generic credit stroke generic units of currency, he's calling. Okay, what does he want? The prisoners have settled down about their work hours now. I guess they saw the last few days something as a vacation. We can put them back to work without trouble. Excellent. Let's go to reports and then to our regime. Go to work time and then boom, get some work into you. There you go. So, a lot of work. We'll go back to our programs and we'll reschedule all programs. There we go. We can also set another safety and hygiene on there as well. Reschedule all of that one and then see what else we can do. We've got parole hearing. We haven't got parole hearing. Need alcoholics group therapy. We should start that one, but that's going to say yes, no equipment, so we'll stop that. Treatment for drug addictions on the go there. Spiritual guidance is on the go. That's all cool. So, not bad at all. We've got a number of prisoners just turned up, as you can clearly see. There we go. All getting searched and things like that. That guy, is that just... I thought that guy... It's Suave or something, but I thought it was just called Steve. Prisoner Steve. What's his second name? He doesn't have a second name. They just call him Steven. Right, anyway, so... we've got all that sorted. What we do need to do is finish off this common room here. So com on room, and then we'll just put that in there. But while I'm over this side here, might as well just put that in. There we go. Obviously objects, and then to our pool tables. Just zoom right in, and then that gives us nice contextual changes there. And then same thing on this side. Just can put loads of toilets in there. There we are. I know a couple of people are saying that this common room is actually too small. I disagree entirely because if a lot of people are saying, oh, the common room is too small because they're assuming that all of the prisoners are going to be going in there at any one time. That's not true. Obviously, it's work time now, so some of the prisoners are working in here. They're going to laundry. They're going to clean cupboard. the going to the chapel or the alcoholics group therapy or visitation or anything like that. In same as free time, they can go in the canteen and sit down. They can go have a wander around the yard. They can go in the common room, things like that. So only say even if a quarter of the prisoners go in that common room, still big enough to fulfill all of the needs there. What isn't is this yard. And yes, the yard is too small, and yes, the canteen is too big. Speaking of the canteen, let's just speed up to maximum speedage and go to dismantle object, and I'm going to dismantle all of these. Why am I going to dismantle all of these? Well, I'm going to move the one to the left so we can fit more in, because we do need some more room. Bear in mind that we're going to have, in total, I think it worked out to be 320 prisoners plus a bit of change. There's a nice Polaroid there. Nice. 320 prisoners plus a little bit of change. So we definitely need to... Can you close that, please? There we go. So we definitely need to make sure we're... fulfilling that, getting them all fed and watered and such. Obviously, these are the plus change cells. This is where we can put different prisoners if they've got some really dodgy traits. In fact, we haven't really looked at that. Let's have a quick look at intelligence and then informants. We can see ex-law enforcement there and a snitch there and unknown traits around here. But obviously, they're not really in any danger at the moment because low-risk prisoners don't tend to kick off as much. If we had high-risk ones, then that would be a problem. What I will do, though, is put these up a little... on the priority list, I'll knock these up a little bit more so we can put them in protective custody, obviously for their own protection. But in order to do that, I guess we need to hire one unit of lawyers, so I guess we'll do that, even though it would be nice and cheap if we didn't have to. We're going to have to actually research them first, so let's do that. Might as well research micromanagement and a taser rollout, just in case as well, because obviously taser rollout is quite important, especially if we're going for higher risk prisoners. As I said, I'm trying to sort of alpha test the prison's sort of facilities just to make sure it works before we mess around with anything else. The warden's having a little bit of a chat. So, the warden, the subsidence of the land has destroyed a section of our outer wall. You should have it repaired immediately. There you go. Bit of the wall's fallen off. No problem, because we've got a double-skinned wall, so that's fine. That's exactly why you do a double-skinned wall, even though it's only fence. If we didn't have this, then we'd pretty much be screwed because all the prisoners would be running out by now. So, yeah, there we go. There's that repaired. Obviously, that'll be prioritised and sorted. Excellent. I do like the random events. I think it's it is genuinely one of the most interesting things that's been added, because it turned a game that was very mechanical into something that was a little bit more real, because it was just a case of look at the needs, do this, do that. A section, you would literally be able to complete the game by just completing a section of basically I guess a walkthrough. Put this here, put this here, put this here, put this here. But then you fling these random events into it, and it just totally mixes things up, because it's like, crap, plan derailed. Right, we'll get on with that. Now we have to think about things and do a bit of damage control. It also makes you think that, we might have these random events. Why are these prisoners walking here? That should be no-go. Now it's no-go. I guess because I changed that bit there, it's messed around with it. Oh, well. They are actually trying to escape, are they? Yes, they're trying to run over there. That's what it'll have been. That's an interesting one. I thought that happened because that wall opened up. This then became an open area for prisoners, which means they literally walked into it, and then they're trying to escape now. But as you can see, where are they? In fact, I think they've been rounded up, and all they've escaped. Nope, haven't escaped. Okay, so that guy's got. I thought one of the prisoners had a television there. He was convicted. He was convicted of stealing, and he's still doing it. Okay, so there you go. Look, you can see that there's more than enough, TVs for everybody. Again, free time here, and as soon as it goes to night time, I'm going to get everybody on a little bit of a kip, have a little bit of a sleep. Now, I do need to put in these tables once more. Slight problem is I didn't really have the tables here over dinner time, which means that... Oh, God, we've got... That table isn't put in yet. It means that not all the prisoners would have got food, which is problematic, obviously, but, we'll see how this one goes. Come on. Come on. Get in there. Anytime you want. Going away in June. Holidays soon. Are they gonna go... Is that guy gonna... No. Okay. Is that guy... No. Well, this way, he's gonna... Yay! Well done. Thank you very much. Okay, so we'll put that back in there. And the dogs will smell it all and just go, yep, smells like laziness. Right, all the way down. And... Job done. Nope, not job done. Now job done. And we're going to put some more in. Okay, and this is why I move them one along to the left, because I can fit a lot more in. And I'm going to put them in at the top and bottom and shake down. There we go. We'll have a nice little shakedown because I'm going to be pretty much shaking down every night. I don't see the reason why we can't. Obviously, it's going to piss prisoners off, but you know what? With the problem with the escapes that we've had and the fact that we really want to find contraband all the time, it is quite good. I know some people have said that what we should do instead, and this is actually, there's a lot of logic in this, and I do like it, that we should basically click on each cell and do a search cell block, because when you search a cell block, for a start, it's quicker, which is always good. But secondly, and quite, you know, arguably more importantly, the way we're playing it anyway, you only get the money for finding contraband if it's under a prisoner's control. So if it has an owner. If you find it in, say, the kitchen or the storage or anything like that, you don't get any money. So yeah, it's a bit of logic there, isn't there? Right, let's just go to reports, and then I will grant. We want to get a prisoner cell block D, I think. We'll go for cell block D, why not? Going to go for our objects, and then to... Actually, no, we'll go to materials, probably, and go to brick wall. We'll put this in. I was trying to think of the order we should do this, but we should probably put the walls in first and get this other cell block stroke dormitory up and running. So I want to go 4 there, and then 5, and then 4. That sorted. Unpause it, and then I'll crack on with that. So obviously, showers all put in. That seems to work, apart from this side here. Looks like the danger levels are going down. We'll go to our... We've received another 30-odd prisoners, by the way. Yes, we can't actually house them, but that when we've got that all up and running, we should be fine. Actually, will we be fine? Let's have a quick workout with this one. I can get a total of... is it 40 prisoners in each? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 40. 160 prisoners. Yeah, we're fine. No problem at all. So yeah, because we haven't even done this one, so we're fine with that one. No issues at all. Right, so... security needs to be done. Classroom hasn't been done. We do need to mess around with the power, but that's a next episode job because I do need to increase the size of this. But like I said, I'll get on with that next episode. We've got the laundry and all that sorted. Yard is there. What I really should do is put some walkways in because obviously they're walking on dirt at the moment, which is not ideal. So there we go. There's a nice bit of cash flow going in. Obviously the workers are going around to build more things. I am going to hire even a couple more workmen because I did fire some more, and I'm going to hire... I'm going to hire 4 in total. I did have 10 and then I fired 2, so obviously I've just got a couple more there. We are just checking here for a featherstone. We might have a featherstone, but I really haven't seen it. With the amount of prisoners that we have, I haven't really taken a great note of them. One thing we do have, though, if we just go to reports and then to our prisoners, is we have a normal risk prisoner. Now, the reason I think we have a normal risk prisoner, because I didn't accept any normal risk. What happened, I believe, and I could be wrong about this, been wrong once before, what happened, I believe, is that was the prisoner that we brought in. We found some contraband, but I didn't change the policy, the prison policy. I didn't change the policy before he came in. So we searched him, found some stuff, and he got solitary for a certain number of hours. But because we didn't build the solitary cells for a couple of days, he was basically kicking off, and then because there was a bit of violence there or whatever, he then gets put up a notch. I think that's what happened, but I have no idea really. It could have went down like that. It could not. I don't know. Anyway, so maximum jobs for the cleaning cupboard. Laundry, we've only got 10 prisoners in there. Obviously, we are trying to do the kitchen safety and hygiene there. It says qualified prisoners 8. But it looks like none of them are working in there for whatever reason. Oh, no, they are working in there, as you can see. There you go. Sturgis, Sandy, who's actually throwing up all over the floor. Same as this guy and that guy there, look. Oh, no, that's probably not throwing up. That's just they're making a mess, aren't they? Because they're not very good because they're training. Oh, yeah, a lot of detail. I like that. Nice. Anyway. We got shop intake money there. We got some cash flow. We got some nice consulting fee. That's all good. Obviously, everything's getting clean. Actually, it's generally running quite well, isn't it? It's actually working out quite well. Bit of visitation in there. Still haven't got... Do I have patrols in there? No, I don't have patrol in there. Let's sort that out. Let's go for patrol. I'm going to go for guard patrol. We need to set up a guard patrol basically like that. There we are. And while I am here, I think what I'll do is get the guard patrols up and runnings around here. There we go. And then we'll make sure that we are putting these on the other corners because that's where the other ones are. Now, it's a bit more difficult from this side because I haven't actually got the walls, so I think I'm only going to have to guesstimate where I think it should be going. There we go. And then obviously, same for the armed guards. We need to put an armed patrol that, I believe. Yes, okay. Obviously, we don't have the armed guards, but we will hire some more. There we go, there's 3. Dun, 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 when you place it. Oh, by the way, I've found out a perfect way to really annoy someone who's got either OCD or sort of obsessive-compulsive stroke perfectionist tendencies, right? You can see that all of these here, I've assigned the guard to the top right of each box, right? Do you want to know how to really piss someone off? There we go. That's now obviously right and perfect. There we go. And we're just going to close that and move on. You know what? There's some sort of pleasure to be gained from knowing that 1 or 2 people are just going proper raging at that. I'm not going to fix it either. I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. Oh, is that cruel? It is quite cruel. Not that it matters. Not about cruelty, you understand, but not about that matters where the guards are assigned. There's so many other problems you could focus on, like the fact that this is like, wrong in different places. The lights are not right. You can see the lights are all dodgy and whatnot and things like that. So yeah, it's there's a lot more to be worried about than just the assignment of guards. So this area here obviously is our dormitory, so let's get that one sorted because we really need to get this one up and running, obviously, because we've got prisoners sitting around doing pretty much nothing, or rather say nothing. They're basically stewing. They're sitting there going, I'm getting pissed off, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go, and then they just all kick off. Let's just run these around. Obviously we've got the shower put in as well, which is all good. We need to go to doors. Oh, we've already put them in. Just put them in. I'm totally on autopilot there. So we'll put these in here, and is that right? That looks about right to me. See, because they're slightly offset to the left, you think, hang on, have I placed them wrong? No, you are placing them right. There we go. And also, there's been comments saying we could make these dormitories bigger. Yes, we can. There's a lot of other things we could do, but I think they're working fine. So we'll leave them. This is where we're gonna have our security station, like not shakedowns, for like what would you call it, like the snitches and stuff, but this is going to be our main security station over here where we've got the armory and such. So yes, I think we do we have enough dogs? I think we do. I think we'll be okay there. Don't know why, but there's just stacks left in the corridor there. Just going to quick look at deployment and staff only, make sure that yes, that is set. That should be set for staff only. They're fine. There we go, that one's done. Yeah, that's about right now. Okay, utilities, electrical cable, run it to there. Might as well dismantle that bit there just to finalise it off. Small pipe. And there we go. And that should be all of that one sorted. So, still free time. Going to receive another 25 prisoners, which is too many. So what I'm going to do, go to intake, filter capacity, right? So that will it will basically only give us the amount of prisoners that we can handle, which I do like that change. Nice simple change, but good change. Nice little bit of polish there. And now we're going to do a full shakedown. Like I say, I could just search these cells, but we're just going to do a full shakedown. It looks like there's a lot of prisoners just sitting around here. These guys are going to be really pissed off, and I can sort of understand that because they've just been sitting there for quite some time. But now that we've got this dormitory up and running, there you go. There's now loads more capacity there. 6 prisoners are unable to be assigned to cells. Don't think so. I think that is getting sorted. 2 prisoners, 1 prisoner. There we go. All sorted now. So we're finding loads of cigarettes, loads of telephones, things like that. I want to see where all these are coming from. I reckon the wall. I reckon they're going to be flung over from the wall. Let's just go to logistics. And actually, no, it was intelligence. Last 24 hours. So lighter was smuggled in. Phone thrown in. Phone. Looks like it was thrown. It's had some travel on that, hasn't it? Definitely a mobile phone, that's for sure. From the top left, same as that one. That one was brought in. That one was thrown in. That thrown in. Thrown in. Thrown in. Yeah, most of the stuff's been thrown in as I thought. So that's, fine. We can accept that. As I said, I'm not really bothered about making making it so they can't get it. In fact, what I want them is to get all of these things and then we take it off him, because then I get a little bit of money. In fact, consulting fee, look at that. 50 and then 21. Is that how it works? Well, pretty good. So, looks like that dormitory's up and running. it looks like we've got all the prisoners there. We're going to receive another 19 prisoners, and we're doing okay. So I think we're going to leave it there. Next episode, what we need to do, there's a couple of things I really want to do. We need to, for a start, actually not in next episode, we'll do it now. We'll actually put an electrical cable in this place. Because there's no electricity in here. There we go, that's that sorted. So, we need to increase the size of the kitchen. We need to, well, to fix that, we need to arrange another power station and sort that out there as well. Obviously, we need to get a little bit more money because we are starting to run out of that. Now, remember, if I'm going to place another power block, it's going to take a lot to get that sorted. So, I think what we'll probably need to do as well is build CCTV monitor and do the CCTV stuff. So I think we'll go for that next episode. As always, though, comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.